Raider Nation, what's poppin'? What's good? Let's talk about it, y'all. Let me light my shit real quick. Fuck. Grabbed the wrong lighter, Raider Nation. Anyway, check me out. It's your boy, the Sportsman, man. We're gonna talk about this. Raider Nation, I've finally gotten over it, Raider Nation. I've finally gotten over the fact that we got handoff Jimmy. Now, let me give y'all some background and some context for those who don't know while I call Jimmy Garoppolo handoff Jimmy, or while I feel the way I feel about handoff Jimmy. When handoff Jimmy was on the 49ers, y'all, I was pissed off at him because he was going along for the ride. He wasn't helping that team. Only thing he did was hand the ball off to the Super Bowl. They asked him to make a few plays here and there. Sometimes he did. Most of the time he didn't. All I'm saying is, I'm over it. I'm over it now, Raider Nation. Now, do I have expectations for this season? No, I don't. I have zero expectations for this season. Zero. None. Not one. And you say, why are you so negative, the Sportsman? Because, fool, wasn't nobody more hyped than I was last year. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Wasn't nobody more hyped than I was last season, y'all. Nobody. I had the Raiders winning the West last year because I felt we had all the pieces on offense, and all we needed was just a couple pieces on defense to get over the hump after watching the Cincinnati playoff game. So I was pretty optimistic last year. For it all to go down the way it went and this coach to take no blame, I was pretty pissed off for a long time, just like y'all should have been. But hey, to each his own. But either way it go, y'all, I'm over it. All right? It is what it is. Like I said, I have no expectations at all. But I do have some predictions. I have a feeling Josh Jacobs is going to get hurt because he's going to see 7 in the box every down. These defenses don't respect handoff Jimmy. So it's going to be 7 in the box. And Josh Jacobs is a special back, y'all. If you remember, whenever they gave Zamir White and whoever else the ball, it just didn't look the same. And that was with a thrower who can throw the ball in tight spots. Handoff Jimmy don't throw the ball in tight spots, y'all. So I have zero expectations for the season. I'm still going to watch every snap, every play like I always do. And everybody want to trust Josh McDaniels. I don't trust him, but let's follow the process, right? That's what they say, right? Whether it's good or bad, that's how y'all feel. I don't feel the same way. Can't find my fucking lighter. But look it. He got his man now, right? Ain't no excuse. No fucking excuse. He gave handoff Jimmy $70 million. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Raider Nation. You McPusses, you new Raider fans that love McPuss and don't understand what the fuck he's done to Denver and what he's doing to the Raiders. I don't want to fucking hear you. You're all fucking McPussers. I don't want to hear you. He got his people in line right now. He got the quarterback he wanted that nobody else wanted. He got the wide receiver that he wanted that nobody else really wanted. He wasn't highly coveted. Don't even have a Pro Bowl. Nobody gives a fuck about Jacoby Myers. To stop the bullshit. And he got the other receiver he wanted that nobody else wanted either, in Philip Dorsett. So there's no excuses. So if Hunter Renfrow is traded, I'm going to be pissed. But there's no excuses. So what's your prediction? What's your prediction, Raider Nation? Put them in the comments, man. What's your prediction? How many wins we getting this year? 4, 6, 10? Me, I'm going with a solid 6. I'm going with a solid 6. I don't think we're going to win any games in our division this year. I think we get swept in our division, which makes me fucking sick to say. You say, well, why you say that? Let's go back and look. All of these division games, except for the Kansas City Chiefs for the most of these years, have been close games. And you got to make some plays at the end. Let's go back to the Charger game. My bad, the Clippers game. To get into the playoffs. That game, every play counted. So when it comes down to these games, all these matchups, these Herbert Carr matchups, these Chargers Raider matchups, These games are won by one possession. So we're going to have to see if his guy, handoff Jimmy, who hands off the ball for a living, can make these tight throws when it's time. Because I've never seen it. And neither have you. If you say you have, you a fucking lie. But anyway, I'm over it, Raider Nation. I throw in the towel. I thrown in my towel. It is what it is. I don't think we're going to be any good. If we're any good, that is the miracle of all miracles. That is the surprise of all surprises, because nobody expects anything from handoff Jimmy. Not even the 49ers. That's why they let Purdy stay, and they got Trey Lance, and they gave up their mama and their auntie and their granddaughter for ransom to get him. Because if you've been to all of these championship games, you're in the playoffs every single season. The last thing you do is change your quarterback. You know who else did that? The Kansas City Chiefs with Alex Smith, because they knew he was trash. He couldn't throw the ball down the field. He couldn't get the fade route. He couldn't get these things done. Only check down Alex, right? That's all he was doing. No 4,000 yard seasons, no Pro Bowl seasons, nothing. But you're in the playoffs every single season. What does that tell you? They'll tell you you have no value, or you have very little value to the situation that's at hand. So we're gonna see what Josh McPuss does this season. And Patrick Graham, man, we cannot let Patrick Graham off the hook, Raider Nation. As bad as Josh McPuss was last year, those blown leads had a lot to do with Patrick Graham's play calling, running press coverage and doing all kind of weird shit when another team don't have no timeouts and they got to run all the way down the field. A la the goddamn Baker Mayfield game. 98-yard drive for a player who'd been on the team for 2 days. Didn't even know the playbook. You can't blame Derek Carr for that. You can't blame Josh McPuss for that. You got to blame the defense for that. But this is where I'm at now. Let's see what we can do, Raider Nation. Let's see if we can somehow come in third. To me, we're not better than the Chargers anymore. With Sean Payton there, we're not better than the Broncos anymore. And we sure the fuck ain't better than Kansas City. We was close last year. We was close. Y'all seen that first game? We had them in Kansas City. It took a lot of bullshit for them to steal that game from us. Including fucking sorry-ass Patrick Graham not double-teaming Travis Kelce and letting them get 4 fucking TDs. That's a whole other fucking story. But as far as handoff Jimmy, I've thrown in the towel. I won't make no more comparisons to show y'all how he's not a winner, even though y'all say he's a winner. So Raider Nation, let's just wait and see what happens. Y'all check me out, man. Peep me out on motherfucking Spotify, y'all. The Sportsman. TikTok, Hood Commentary, The Sportsman. Till then, Raider Nation, checking out.